Bob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com and Ring of Combat. And it's fight week. Ring of Combat 83 is coming up. And my guest tonight, John the Don Caldone. The last time John and I were together was in the center of the cage at Ring of Combat 82 in Atlantic City. John had just spectacularly won the Ring of Combat 155-pound champion. And he told me, he told Louis Negley, he told Frankie Perez Jr., he told everybody watching, he said, I want to go down, I want to be champ, I want to go down to 45. And listen, They heard him. John is walking to the cage, heading for the 145-pound championship this coming week. How you feeling, brother? Good to see you. And thanks for giving me some time in a busy week.
Yeah, no problem. I feel pretty good. I'm ready to go. It's what is it, Monday now, huh? So yeah, we got a couple days, taking the last steps, and can't wait to just go out there and perform in front of everybody.
Talk to me about Long Island MMA. I'm looking at Long Island and what a staff you guys have there. I mean, so full of experience and talent. I mean, when I was growing up in the sport, Ryan LaFleur was dominating at Ring of Combat on his way to getting signed by the UFC. He's there with you, and what a staff. Talk to me a little bit about your coaches, because they deserve some love.
Oh yeah, those guys are the best, man. One of my coaches, Brian Michelino, he's the one who put me on to, he's the one who believed in me first. And Ryan, it's actually funny because Ryan LaFleur at first didn't actually believe I'd be a good fighter. He thought I was kind of soft a little bit, but then after a couple fights, I kind of proved to him I'm not. But they're also helpful. Him, Brian Michelino, Greg DiPasquale, Ryan LaFleur, they're all so good, man. The atmosphere at Lima is amazing. Those people are great. Those just the people there, just the training partners there. They're all so nice, helpful. The coaches are always willing to help too. So that made a big impact for me in my career as well.
John, listen, I love watching you fight. You bring everything to the table. These last few fights, I've been cage side. I'm like, I can't wait for John to get there. You're Muay Thai. You throw I love your arsenal. I mean, you're throwing knees, you're throwing elbows, spinning attacks, all kinds of combinations. Talk to me a little bit about, was that your background, Muay Thai? Because I tell you, man, your striking is so beautiful. I love to watch. It's exciting. Anybody who buys a ticket from John the Don Caldone is getting your money's worth, man. I'm honored to be there. It's just fun to watch you go. Where did that come from?
I think it's just I was always an athlete growing up. I appreciate you saying that, by the way. Thank you very much. It means a lot. But yeah, as a kid growing up, I was just an athlete. I used to play basketball, football, everything, and just that's what kind of came to me first. It was striking came easier than jiu-jitsu and wrestling and all that because I had no experience prior to going to Long Island MMA. So, coming in being kind of athletic and kind of just watching other fighters, I would watch UFC and I would just steal stuff from people. And, once I see it once, I can kind of do it. It's just how I am. But, as the years went on, obviously we perfected my type of style and it's translated. I mean, you said you love it. So that's what I'm here for, to entertain the people, entertain, anybody who wants to watch.
Yeah, well, listen, it's that the common phrase for it is beautiful violence, and you bring it. And I'm excited. Listen, you're going to be trying to bring that beautiful violence against Roman Kurashvili. Listen, the Georgian, it's his first fight. It looks like it's his first fight. He's gone down to 45. He had a lot of success early on at 55. And then he hit a road bump, so now he's going down to 45. What do you know about Roman? I mean, for me, most of the Georgians, they grow up with some sambo and some judo background, and a lot of them, they are grapplers. Tell me how you see your opponent.
I don't really see. He isn't. It's kind of weird because like you said, those Georgians usually have good grappling. But I don't really see too much of a threat in this guy's grappling. He does some questionable stuff from his back. But he's also faced some decent opponents as well who are pretty good grappling-wise, so I can't knock him for that. But he seems like a tough guy because he went on a 6-fight winning streak, and then he lost 4 straight by decision. So he hasn't been finished, but he is on a skid, so that, he's going to be coming out, to win, to fight. he's fighting to win because, I don't know how old he is, but, losing 5 in a row in the sport is probably not a good look for anything. So, but other than that, I mean, I don't think he's better than me anywhere. It's gonna be a tough, fun fight. I'm ready for 4 rounds. I think it is, of ring combat. But yeah, he looks like a worthy opponent. It's gonna be. I've made some tough cuts to 45, so I know how tough that is. He looks a little bigger than me as well, like height wise. So we'll see how he comes down to 45 and see if it goes smooth for him. But I respect anybody who wants to fight. Anybody who steps in the cage at all you got my respect, and I can't wait to share the cage.
John, fight week. Listen, you've been doing this for a while now. Do you have any certain traditions, certain things you're going to do this week that, help you pass the time? I know this week is a lot of rest and, cardio, cutting weight. You're not going to be sparring this week. Or what do you do to pass the time, to have some fun? What's your tradition? What are you going to do this week?
Usually I'm a kind of a nerd, man. I play video games a lot. So like when I'm chilling on these days, man, I sit back right over here. I'm actually in my room right now. I sit back over here and I just chill out, drink my water when I could, and then wait for the day to cut all the weight. So, yeah, it's probably the most relaxing thing I do. And like being with my family and my friends and my girlfriend too. That's always fun. It always helps me relax.
Listen, you got any sponsors or your girlfriend or any family you want to give some shout outs to? We know how, listen, we talk about it. You need all that support for outside of the cage for when you get in there. Give some shout outs out to the people that are supporting you.
Yeah, I got a couple of this fight. This is actually one of the first times I've actually gone out there and got some sponsors. I've actually done another podcast with this guy, Combat with Rhino. I don't know if you heard of him. He's cool. He sponsored me this fight. My girlfriend's liquor store actually sponsored me this fight, Mid Island Wine and Spirits in Bethpage, New York. And one of my favorite restaurants, Gaio, in Huntington, in New York, they sponsored me as well. Hooked me up a bunch. And actually, my old basketball coach, who runs a business, my first ever job, GNS Party Tents, they sponsored me as well. So that was kind of cool. It was like a full circle moment. But yeah, other than that, they got some other cool other small little sponsors. But I thank everybody for the support. It's all great.
Once again, I am with John the Don Caldone. He's going for champ status, Ring of Combat. He's already the lightweight champ. He's going down to featherweight. And like I said, man, I can't wait to watch him fight. He's exciting. You'll never see him in a boring fight. And John, man, best of skills to you. I know you'll kill this weight cut. This is not your first time at 45. I know you do great. I look forward to seeing you fight that. I see you beforehand. Always a pleasure to talk to you, brother. Keep up the good work, man. I'm a fan.
Appreciate it. Thank you.